I don't know about you guys and how you deal with heartbreak, but I have a really tough time with it. I choose to feel the pain, I go deep into the darkness, because I know that avoiding it would just be worse for me in the long run. Last summer, I was broken up with via text. My girlfriend at the time and I had to go long distance for a few months. And since I formed strong attachments to the people I love, I wasn't having an easy time. Neither was she. We were drifting apart, and the farther we drifted, the harder I reached for reassurance. Looking back at it now, I realized that was probably making things worse, but I was in love, and I didn't want to lose her. There was this one period where we were both avoiding each other. Neither of us wanted to be the first to send a message. I was always the one who reached out first, and I didn't want it to be one-sided. So I pulled back, gave her a taste of her own medicine, which was petty, I'll admit that. A more mature version of me would have just tried to talk it through, but I was in love and I didn't want to lose her. I was so sure we were going to make it that I didn't even realize she already had one foot out the door. And the day before the breakup, I was so wound up. I went to the gym just to blow off some steam. I got on the rowing machine and rowed, and I rowed hard. And I was so in my head that I didn't even notice my blisters had popped. My hand was bleeding, and I just kept going. And then my phone buzzed. I stopped, looked at the screen. The message said I would appreciate some sign of life. And I was like, what? And I felt this flash of anger because what are these rules that apply to me but not to you? I'm supposed to be the one keeping this relationship alive, talking to myself over text while you prioritize everything else. It felt like a load of bullshit to me. I'm supposed to send messages, but then the same doesn't apply to you. We got on a phone call that evening. She was getting ready to go out, so she didn't have much time. And at some point in that conversation, she said she wasn't sure she still wanted to be in a relationship. And that was the moment it finally hit me. That was when I woke up from the dream where I thought we were going to last. I felt my heart drop, and I heard myself say, I don't think my heart can handle this right now. And immediately I thought, what the hell are you talking about? Where are your balls? I told her, take all the time you need. Decide what you want. I'll respect whatever decision you make. That was 11 p.m. I went to sleep, woke up, went to the gym, did my morning routine, and then at 2 p.m. I went to work. At the time, I was working front desk at a four-star hotel, so standing there, supposed to be smiling, supposed to be welcoming, supposed to make every guest feel at home, and I'm basically dying inside. And then around 3 p.m., I got a long text, so not a call, a long text, like a wall of text, saying that she loved our time together, but that I was too much. That I was just too much. She said it politely, I'll give her that, but it didn't make it any less cowardly. Let's say, I mean, at least to me, breaking up with someone over text is kind of cowardly. At least give me a call. I went to the back office. I sat down, stared at the floor. I remember just feeling completely empty, thinking, how the hell do I go back out there? I mean, how the hell am I supposed to smile? I just had my heart broken and I was feeling like shit. And what saved me was my colleagues. I mean, the crew there was just a bunch of 20-year-olds, some in their early 20s, some in their later 20s, but all mostly in similar situations of life, so I felt understood. I mean, the girls loved the drama, but they were also really quick to back me up immediately. And even the guys who are usually pretty reserved about showing emotion showed up for me in their own way. That breakup showed me who my real friends were, the ones who will be there for you when you are at your absolute lowest. I got through it. I went deep into the darkness like I always do. I felt every bit of it, and eventually I came out the other side. For me, what this means is I just basically I can't run away from the how bad I'm feeling. I need to feel it. I need to feel it and get over it. And this takes some time, and having some friends who are willing to listen to your bullshit while you go through something like this, it really makes a world of difference. And about 4 months later, I met my current girlfriend, and we've been together almost 5 months now. But here's the thing I didn't expect. It took me 5 months of being in a new relationship to realize I was still carrying the scars of the old one, without even knowing it. My last relationship left me feeling like I was too much. And that was just somewhere in the back of my mind, always there. I didn't realize how I was feeling and how it was affecting my current relationship, but it was there. I felt like I needed to tone down my personality, be less me, so that maybe this time my relationship will actually work out. So, with my current girlfriend, I held back, I toned down how much I loved, I toned down how much love I was showing. I was, let's say, I was performing a quieter version of myself because I was scared that the real version would scare her away. And then one day I caught myself thinking, I wish she was a bit more expressive with her love. Then I thought, wait, how much love am I actually showing her? And I realized I was holding way back. So much so that when I decided to send her a more loving text than usual, I felt anxiety about it. Actual anxiety about sending my girlfriend a loving text, which that shouldn't happen at all. You should be comfortable to send your girlfriend a loving message. That's out of the question. And she responded in kind, more loving than usual, like she had been waiting for me to open that door. And maybe she was mirroring me this whole time. Maybe we were both holding back, waiting for the other to go first. And what I know now is this: the right person will never make you feel like you're too much. They will go out their way to make you feel good about yourself. Because why would someone who is supposed to love you want you to feel anything other than good about who you are? I've decided to stop toning it down, to open that door and see where it goes. And honestly, I'm excited.